All right.
All right.
Welcome, everybody, to the BOBCAST with Lilly Hiatt from Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey.
Yeah, welcome.
And
Thanks, y'all.
You're born here. You're like an OG Nashville, right? Or
Well, close. I can't claim that the way the rest of my brother and sister both were born here. I was born in Los Angeles, and we moved to Nashville. My dad and I moved to Nashville when I was 1.
Okay.
So from 1 on, I've lived
that
Nashville,
counts.
Franklin. I feel pretty native, but there is still that part of me that's like, but I was born in California. So, you know,
well, that's kind of cool, though.
yeah, it's
California's awesome.
it is awesome. I'm a big Los Angeles fan. So
Me too.
I'm excited I was born there. I'm into it, you know. But
Well, you got both. So that means you have like 2 major entertainment cities in your blood.
I think it is
Right?
true.
Yes.
Honestly, I've never talked about that with anyone, but I've thought about it before where I'm like, ooh, LA. I mean, my dad, he's a songwriter, and he lived in Nashville for a long time, and then he moved to LA for a while. So.
Do you have, I think we were looking at, you have like 5 records on Spotify
I have 5 records I've made.
since 2014?
It says that, but actually the first one came out in 2012.
Okay,
I don't
but
know
still,
why it dates
that's-
at 2014. I guess it didn't make it streaming till then or something.
That's
but
still a lot, though. That's still good. So you've been grinding it.
I've been grinding.
Yeah.
I mean, I put my first record out. For some people, this is later. I was 28 when my first record came out. So, you know, I wasn't 22. I had a lot of EPs up until then. But since then, I've been... How many records you made? Have you made?
Out, released
Yeah.
10.
Dang, that's a
10.
lot.
Yeah, I'm working on a 3 more right now. So.
Wow, so you make a lot at once, or you're
No,
prolific?
no,
or-
this one's like a trilogy thing.
Cool.
That I'm doing. It's like 3 records. It's a 13 more trucking songs, 11 Western tales, and 12 bluegrass barn burners.
Fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear that.
Hell yeah.
That's neat. I love when things are like a trilogy or a double album, or,
Yeah, well,
or a 1, 2, 3. I think that's
I don't
cool.
know why. I just thought I was like, I already have my records planned, but yeah, no, it's cool to see, especially because things have changed so much, you know, over the years. Like from when I started, it was, you know, we would send tapes
Yeah.
to the clubs and call them and try. Now it's like a whole different world. So it's
different.
interesting to see how other people navigate it. You know, and so you have a booking agent, you have a record label, or are you doing your own? You do?
I mean, I've put out 5 records on the same label. I'm hoping that they're going to put out. I'm in the middle of working something.
Nice.
Fingers crossed they want to put it out again. I have learned that having a label is very, very helpful. I went through a little phase this past summer of self-releasing, and that was really fun to try. But dang,
lot of work.
nobody heard it.
Right.
And so it's like I feel like, and I wasn't trying to not be a part of the label I've been on. I was just trying to kind of throw things out there.
Isn't that kind of like?
But I was like, dang,
I know what
nobody
you mean.
heard these, you know? There was no promotion.
It's weird,
you know?
right?
So, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. So like I put out my stuff.
Do you self-release?
Yeah, self-release. I'm self-released too, and it's hard. You have to. It's kind of like word of mouth only, right? Because we're not putting a bunch of money in. Really, what it is it's money.
Yeah, it is. Well, that is so
And
true.
connection, but you got to pay. Like I watched a bunch of people do like who are up there. They're like, yeah, we throw like $3,000 at my Instagram every month. I was like, what?
I know. I'm like, where
I was
do you
like,
get
that's
that?
how you got 100,000 followers. Like,
Yeah, that's
they were
like-
like, yeah, we throw like 3,000 a month at it. I was like, Jesus.
Well, I so admire the I have friends that have really successfully self-released albums, and they've had a system and hired PR.
It's a lot of work.
I gotta say, like, I'm not lazy in the sense of wanting to make and do, but there is a part of me that just has a really hard time organizing all that by myself.
Yeah, doing all the admin stuff.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I don't want to pay for PR because I'm scared. Like, I just have so many fears and hangups. It's a shame, like, that they stand in the way, but they do, you know?
They do.
But I so admire it because if you successfully self-release, like, you're keeping all of that. And that is
you got the
really cool.
It's nice. I've even taken it to the next level where I bought the microphones, the preamps. I'm recording myself.
You are doing the thing. Well, do you feel like that's something you want to continue as self-release?
So I had a record label, and it's attached to Sony Music.
Cool.
And so, but they were all the same people. It was called Century Media, and then Sony Music bought it. Then I didn't get dropped, so I had to I had a 5-record deal. And, you know, it is nice to be able to just turn in the record, and then they do all the artwork, they do all the bullshit, they put out their little publicity thing, and that's cool. But then it's like, you know, if you don't, I don't know, like, I could have signed another 5-record deal, but I was like, I'm probably just gonna try this.
Yeah, I think
so.
it's
I'm
cool.
just trying it. I think I can do it, and then I'll take the whole pie.
That's awesome. I think trying things is really important to a musician because it's like right now my husband and I are doing a lot in-house ourselves in the hopes of somebody else kind of picking up the promotional elements and giving some wings to our project. But in my record before, I did that with my friend Kate. We made it in-house, kind of the two of us with some musicians. And we luckily got a label, you know, my label helped and gave it. But they haven't been, I think in the last few years, like, I hope for all to understand.
Sorry, that's
the ice maker.
Cool. I was like, do you have a guess? I don't know where I'm going with this other than like, you got to work so hard. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, even if a label is fronting all this for you and putting your face out, to me, the coolest part of a label is that they promote you. I think that that's really great. That's something
if they do.
If they do. Hopefully they do.
Yeah.
And they distribute and, you know, that's really excellent. Like, that's stuff that's really hard to do as one person, but we still have to work really hard. It's like, you know, there's no guarantees and your songs are up to you kind of.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, you know, it's like how many songs have, I don't know about you, Bob, but you know, not sound cocky, but I've had some songs where I'm like, dang, maybe that could have been a little hit or something, but it didn't, you know, but it wasn't. So like, what do I need to do to like try to get that heard more? It's like, you have to represent yourself one way or another. I feel.
Yeah, it's hard.
Especially in like the Americana world where it's like, nobody has like hundreds of thousands of dollars to pour into me at all.
It's hard to find that.
Like, you know,
right?
That's not going to happen, you know, and I don't expect that. I don't mean to talk about money even. I'm just saying.
It's part of it.
It's all part of it.
But that shouldn't be what it costs to get a shot.
Yeah.
It shouldn't
does
be that
cost
way.
that.
As an independent artist, we should all have a shot, you know, so maybe I'm looking for alternate.
That's what we're doing.
Well, yeah.
That's
it's
why
cool.
my strategy.
It's good, you know.
I had to make a new strategy. I've gone through CDs. I had to re-strategize when CDs. I had to re-strategize when downloads came out. I remember I was like, what do you mean downloads? Then I was like, oh, cool. Whenever I released a record, I'd get like 500 people that downloaded my record for $10. That's like $5,000.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, this doesn't suck. Well, then streaming
that's
came.
Amazing. Yeah.
But then streaming came and that
like,
went away. So nobody's buying downloads now. So I'm like, okay. So now I got to re-strategize this streaming game. It's like, and we don't have $3,000 a month to put into the thing.
To
I'm not
Spotify to be put in a playlist.
The pay to play thing is super real.
It's real.
Yeah.
But that being said, when I hear younger musicians gripe about having to go to a gig and not make a lot, I'm like, you're going to have to do it sometimes.
You have to grind.
You got to grind. I mean, you know, like, but I, you know, there's a line between I understand, and I'm sure y'all question, or I would imagine y'all question it the way I do, where I'm like, what's worth it to me is to do things that inspire my creativity. Because if that's like lit, I'm good. I don't even care what's happening. I'm just like, I feel good, and I feel confident. So it's good to do that.
I'm trying to get in this like thing where it's like I record my single, I release it with a video, and then I kind of like the new method of. Before it was you download. Now it's kind of like everyone just releases singles.
Singles
every
are fun.
couple months,
They're
and
cool.
then you drop the record, and then you really. It's kind of like I'm trying to get into that rhythm of it. But yeah, it's the thing I like about it is it's like more right now. Whereas before it would be like I would write these songs, and then like 2 years later I might record it, and maybe I wasn't. I'm like, wow, that was really meant something to me 2 years ago, but right now maybe I'm like, well, I wish I would have released that 2 years. Now I can record the song, mix it, master it, and I can put it on Spotify tomorrow if I wanted to. You know, I do like that part of it.
Totally.
Without approval from anyone.
I think that's super.
It's important.
No, that's cool. The last few years I've been kind of, besides working with a booking agent, like I only was answering to myself. It was like me and my booking agents were my team. So every decision was mine. And it was actually really fun after like 8 years of kind of doing it a certain way and consulting a few people, and so grateful to have that. And honestly, looking forward to having that again. But like, I've had a blast just like throwing stuff at the wall. Mm-hmm. I feel like discovering a lot more about not even like who I am as an artist, but like what this means. Honestly, the business element of it, and what I feel like it can be so unique for every artist. Like what works for somebody else isn't necessarily going to work for you. So if you know your thing, that's cool. Like it's a confidence instilling kind of thing for me, where I'm like, maybe some of those ideas totally cost me, but at least I know, at least I was trying,
It's a lot. It is a lot. But at the end of the day, man, I really believe that I want to believe that like a song can be so good that it can break through all that without $3,000 a month.
I believe in that, and I'm glad to hear other people believe in it.
That's what I'm trying. As a songwriter, that's every song I write. I want it to be a song that everyone listens to and goes, "Oh, that's fucking good."
I think that that is a beautiful thing to hear from people, and I think that as artists, there's so much on our backs. Like people think artists or like musicians are just like, or creative types are just like messing around all day. And I'm like, actually, we're not. Like, even if it looks like we're like not going to work for days on it, like our brains are like constantly wrapped around. You can't escape it. And I think if that energy, I noticed so much of my energy the last previous to 2020 was going so deeply into like promotional stuff, image stuff. And I was like, it can't be hurtful to take some of this back and put it toward the song. That's gotta like, there's gotta be some redemption in that, like redirecting that energy into just like, how about making some good music? Yeah. Make a good song that everybody wants to hear.
I want that song. That's doable. That's missing.
And people want that. People want to connect. Like, that's what music does for people. It heals people's hearts and souls. And like, nobody can take that away. That's not based on like, a certain look or brand. That's music, So it's like, we got that. I mean, I'm not saying like, I'm going to write that, but I'm just like, we're all as musicians capable of
Anyone
that.
can. The guitar's right there.
Yeah, like
it's free.
Keep trying.
It's free. We keep trying, and I love writing. When I write a song and I get to show my friend, like, check out this song I just wrote, and then it's like, it's exciting. My God, that's a good one. Like that's and so
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's all about, to me. It's hard. We had to just like take a step back because I was getting buried with like trying to record myself, trying to do the podcast. So we were like, all right, we used to drop these every week. So now we made a decision to go bi-weekly. just one every 2 weeks, so it's not too much work. It's like it's a lot.
This seems like a lot of work. It's like the anticipation of the person arriving, and then the getting it started, and then having to edit, and then like the mental energy going into the whole thing. I'm sure that's so consuming in a way.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, and then he's gone a lot on tour too, so it makes it. And then he's actually trying to write music and put albums out too.
That's why I'm saying you got to remember that we can't let the social media. And so I know it's a lot of work, and if you don't do it, you're going to get left behind. I mean, that's just it. If you don't participate with that, I think
it's tough,
especially if you don't have the money to like just drop to pay Spotify marquee or the ads and stuff. Then you really just got to grind and on that stuff. You can't leave that stuff hanging. But then once it starts like getting in the like, it's like, also, but I'm a musician, right? I'm supposed to be writing songs right now, not watching my statistics of which Instagram post got more reach and which one. But you have to kind of do that.
Oh, it's tough, I mean, I deleted my Instagram and restarted it thanks to my cousin to help me, because I was like having a mental breakdown from that. And that sounds dramatic, but
it's real.
I was like, I'm really tired of this, like thinking of myself. But it's like my old one had a substantial amount of followers. Now I'm rebuilding it, it's like rebuild. And sometimes I'll get really like, I'm so grateful that she's helping me, but I'm not putting as much energy into it. So it's like, it's not showing like I mean, she's doing great. I'm just saying, like, I'm not like, oh, here's every little moment of my life. Like, boom, boom, boom. This is my lifestyle. Like, we keep it pretty simple on there. And sometimes I'll go look at it and I'll be like, I wish I had more likes. And I'll get really down. But then I'm like, what? Like,
that's the algorithm.
I can't base myself on that. Like, I just can't do that. Like, what I really want is for people to show up to my shows.
Yes.
That's what I want. So if I see that, I'll feel good. Yes. But then you think if they don't see my posts, they're not going to come to my shows.
And then now the promoters.
How are they going to get it out? And they're going to go look at my thing and see,
Yeah. How many followers? How many? It's all weird.
It's tricky.
It's tricky business.
Numbers have never been my strong suit.
No.
I'm like, does it feel good out there? Like, but yeah.
I feel like your strong suit is probably singing and playing guitar.
I mean,
live. You know what I mean?
I do feel like, I mean, the way I am best is in person. Some people I know rock the internet world, and I'm like, you are so good at it. But I'm like, you got to kind of meet me, and like, I'll grow on you.
I never met you, and we've been listening. She listens to your records and stuff. I love your music, and I never knew you. Just the music.
You.
That's the way it used to be.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? When I loved Lucinda Williams, I didn't know that she had there wasn't even an Instagram live back then.
You didn't know what she was doing on a daily
basis.
I didn't
know what she was doing. All I had was all I knew was what she sold me on that CD.
Totally. Well, and it's cool. Like, word of mouth is real. I've noticed since I haven't been as like plugged in, and I'm on I use my Facebook a lot, which that's like its own world. Like, Facebook is fun because it's like, it's so kind of unhip that I like feel really good there. I'm like, I can be myself here. I don't like, it's chill. Like, it's like, it doesn't, but like this record my husband and I are working on right now, we've done 5 songs. I have a ton of, it's been fun. Like, some have been really like just powerful things that just came to me. But other stuff, I'm like, I've had this one. It's cool. Like, let's put your spin on it and see what it sounds like.
Why not?
Why not? They're all just songs,
That's great.
Like,
that's great.
So I think that's neat. Everybody has their own way, but I don't feel precious about the songwriting relationship. I'm just like, just write and make it happen. Have fun. Yeah.
Speaking of songs.
Yes, songs.
Maybe we could do a song with Lilly Hiatt. You guys want to hear Lilly Hiatt play a song?
Y'all want to hear?
You want to hear it?
I'll play it. Should I put
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Lilly Hiatt.
Y'all just tell me when you want me to start.
You're good. Lilly Hiatt.
All right, cool. All right. This is one of those songs I like what we're talking about. It's just kind of lighthearted. Didn't, you know. It's called Evelyn's House.
No pill is gonna take it from me. No ill will toward you, baby. We live in Evelyn's house. We're never gonna move out. We make good music here, and our problems they disappear. Your khaki shorts are on the chair. I've got a new underwear. Nothing's gonna take the pain away, baby. No one's gonna take the pain away, baby. We live in Evelyn's house. We're never gonna move out. We make good music here, and our problems they disappear. Nothing is gonna take it from you. Nothing's gonna take it from me too. We live in Evelyn's house. We're never gonna move out. We make good music here, and our problems they disappear. We live in Evelyn's house. We're never gonna move out. We make good music here, and our problems they disappear.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet y'all too,
Yeah,
and just
you
talk
too.
about everything. Really,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like
it's
it.
fine.
So you're recording with your husband now, and you guys have all the equipment, like a little home studio.
We have a home studio, and we just do everything kind of ourselves. And we've been working with this really cool guy, Paul Kildare, to mix some stuff.
Nice.
So he's awesome. He's done a lot of records that have been my favorites from, you know, the 90s. And I don't know, it came around really naturally. So it's been fun to do that. And I also just made I made a song with my friend, Scott Sachs too, is like a local guy who him and his wife, you know, are musicians. So made one song with him, making the rest with my husband, and hopefully it will become a full album.
That's awesome.
That's the plan. So I'm not sure if that single that I made with my friend Scott goes with it or not. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
I'm just like, I'm
Yeah.
putting it all out, whatever is, you know.
Yeah.
So sorry to go all deep into it. You know, when you're in the
No.
zone in your
No.
mind, you're
Yeah.
like, this is what I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
making a trilogy record.
Well, right now I'm working on the first album. I'm going to release.
Okay.
They're going to be 3 albums released separately, but they're kind of the idea came at once.
Cool.
My next 3 records.
That's
so
awesome.
I could deviate, but I don't think I'm going to.
It's so fun to have a plan, like a vision, I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome.
I like to map out my next few years and like kind of have an idea of when and what things are happening. And
It's great.
no, it's fun, man. I'm starting to build my own studio here. So before I
Cool.
always just, you know, my friends recorded me. My friend Andy recorded me here in town. And I mean, I was there for it all, but I never was the one who set up the mic or hit record. And I just got everybody's busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like, okay, well, I have a kid now, and I gotta.
Cool.
Can you cut? Not me.
Oh, I was like, you have a kid?
My
Cool.
friends. No, I don't.
Your friend, yeah, lots of friends start having kids.
And then it's kind of like, well,
That
we can do
happens,
this
yeah.
in February, and I'm like, but it's January, and I'm
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't.
You just want to do it
I
on
just
your
want
own
to
terms.
Well, I just want to do it when I want to do it.
That's
you know,
cool.
without having to wait. So I'm even getting like into mixing and stuff, trying to figure it out. That'd be cool if I could. I figured out the capture pretty good. I got the preamps and the microphones. I can capture stuff. The podcast has actually helped with that.
Cool.
Like recording all
I
the
like
acoustic.
that.
Because each time I try a little something different. I change the knob and I'm like, okay, well, that's what happens if you turn that knob, you know? And then,
cool.
so I'm getting into it. I love it. That's cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah. A lot of people here do that though. There's like, there's a studio everywhere here.
I think it's really been great because for people to learn how to home record, because I think, okay, so like as musicians, like streaming really like leveled out our income chances.
It did.
So I'm like, but yet we're still expected to pay massive budgets to make a record. Not anymore. Turns out we all just make them at our houses. So it kind of like, it's not I don't feel like it's taking from the studios, but it's kind of, to me, it's everybody started working together more. Engineers, mixer, recording people, artists, where it's not just like the same, at least not for me anymore. I'm like, we're making a record at our house for no money right now. Literally, we are not spending a dime on it. And so,
That's amazing.
You just did that. So once you know you can do that, you're like, oh.
Mm-hmm. I've been learning about the points system. So I've been breaking off points. Like, I don't have any money, but I own the whole pie, so I can throw you some points on the song, like a percentage.
That goes so far. It's like you want to help out people. It's like, you get a co-writer, a producer point. That's an eternal investment.
Yeah.
So like, you never know what's going to happen with that. You know?
That could be anything. It could be a movie
Chris
placement.
Stapleton could cut it.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah,
you just don't know what's going to happen. So,
exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, hell
we do our best.
We do our best. We're rocking.
Yeah.
I love it. Hell yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear your new stuff, and I can't wait to hear the stuff you and your husband are coming up with. And let's do it again, man. Let's keep in touch. And I'm going to be following you guys and checking you out, man. I can't wait.
Same. I'm glad to meet y'all. Now we're like connected.
Yeah, for sure.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank y'all for having me. It's fun to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Anything else?
Did we want to have her play another song?
Well, yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
You want another song?
If that's
You got
cool.
it.
If that's
Absolutely.
cool.
I'm such a hypocrite.